Yeah, I destroyed a fucking hotel room in Swaziland. I made $20,000 winning the tournament. I broke even that week.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Daly.
I feel like a spectator. I think I'm as fucked up as you guys are.
John, it has been a wild ride. It has been a wild ride. So, you get a golf club in your hands pretty young. Did you you have the most unique style. You're the most recognizable guy out there. Did you develop that style yourself? Where did it come from, your swing?
Well, I never had a junior set of clubs, so the first set I hit the 7-iron through a sliding glass door when I was 4. And
that does not surprise me.
My dad's clubs, and I got a whooping. But fell in love with the game. I used to wait in ponds at our course in Dardanelle, Arkansas, and I'd sell the good balls to the club, and I'd take the old ones and I'd learn on a baseball field. Flop shot to pitcher's mound, chip and runs to first base, flops to second, chip and runs to third, hooks to left field, center field, the old dreaded straight shot, and a little cut on the right field.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nicholas golf lesson.
Yeah.
1970. It was awesome.
Yeah,
a cartoon.
Is that right? That's amazing. Yeah, I remember that book. So, you go from Arkansas and kind of find your first wins on the Sunshine Tour in Swaziland, right? I was reading about that. Tell us about how did you get to Africa?
Back then, we didn't really have a lot. We had state opens. There wasn't a lot to play in. So we, a lot of us, Tom Lehman, Jeff Maggart, tons of guys went over there. It was a package deal. So we're like $8,000. You got your airline ticket, all your hotels and stuff. We just had to pay for food after that. But yeah, I destroyed a fucking hotel room in Swaziland. I made $20,000 winning the tournament. I broke even that week.
Not for the first time.
No, that wasn't the first time.
That was not the first time.
But when you ain't got no money, that was pretty stupid on my part. But my first wife left me there. She stole all my money and everything, so I didn't have shit.
That can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Swaziland, you first have your big successes, right? So like it's the first time you win. Then you're coming back through what was the Ben Hogan Tour. You have a couple of victories because what we're leading to is 1991 and Crooked Stick, right? Because you exploded in our vision out of nowhere. I don't think we'd ever seen anyone play golf like that, right?
That was a special week.
That was a special week. I was coaching like guys like Nick Faldo and Bernard Langer, and they were like squeaky clean, all the positions, and boom, don't hit a ball out of play. So they kind of play golf not to lose a ball. That was not your style.
No.
So you get into Crooked Stick kind of by accident, right? Because Pricey his wife has a baby, Sue has a baby, Squeaky's there, you get the long ride in. Take us through the week. Day one, how did it feel?
Well, it was day one because I got there Wednesday about 2 o'clock and got a message on the phone. You have Nick Price's tee time at 12:40 or whatever, and welcome to the 72nd PGA Championship. And what was really cool is Nick had called me and said, "Hey, do you mind if Squeaky caddies for you?" And Nick had not won a major by then. So I always tell Nick that, hey, you're lucky Squeaky caddy for me because he learned how to win a major. And then he goes off and wins 4.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was the golf course back then, they said was probably the longest PGA championship that had ever been played. Nicholas was talking about how long it was and stuff, but, you know, it was a drawer's golf course, and I was a drawer back then, and it just fit my eye, just hit driver on every hole. And
took out the trouble.
Yeah, took out all the trouble.
So I remember Faldo sitting with me saying, shaking his head, going, oh man, this is going to be so bad because now one of these power guys can chip and putt as well, right? So you win 1991 and those are wild scenes and it was a wild kind of ride of ups and downs until you become Open champion at St Andrews. So like if you're going to win 2 big ones, those are big ones, right?
St Andrews. That's the best golf course in the world, hands down. I love that place.
Yeah, well, I remember, so like, what was it called? Was it Dunhill Cup, that 3-man team thing? Do you remember that? You played that a couple of years before. Did you play it twice or once?
Twice. We won it. Me, Payne, and Freddie Couples won it in 90.
The year before? 94.
94,
You
I
won
think.
95, right?
90, yeah, I won in 95, yeah.
Right. Okay, so that golf course kind of fit your eye, right? May I have an ashtray, please?
Oh, hell, I got one. I got one right here.
So, okay,
Oh, yeah,
great.
you just-
So,
Everybody told me just hit it left on the front nine and hit it left on the back nine. Just carry everything and you'll win. That's what Peter Thompson told me anyway.
I mean, you have never, ever followed the rules, ever. So how come you took that advice?
Because it worked.
Boom. So in that tournament, I mean, it was a kind of a hairy day. You were in the lead early, right? Did you lead day 2 and day 3?
I can't remember. I know Michael Campbell was leading on Sunday.
Yeah, so you're not in the last group, are you? Rocker and Campbell.
Yeah, I was two.
So you're 2 groups away from the last group. So you set a score. Rocker's got to finish off. I'm sitting up in the clubhouse, and he gets up and down from the back of 17, and I'm thinking, no way.
Yeah,
right?
that's what people don't understand. I mean, yeah, the long putt he made, but if you look at the footage, he putted from 30 feet, 40 feet off the back of the green, and it's all clumpy grass and a cart path, and it's just bouncing everywhere, and he knocks it up there and makes a great par.
Yeah, and then he comes down 18, hits it in the Valley of Sin. If you haven't seen this, Constantino Rocca has to make a birdie to tie John, who's at 6 under. Does that sound right? Maybe. Anyway, so Rocca hits it into the Valley of Sin. Perfect. All he's got to do, 2 putts in the play if he duffs it. Then he holds it from 70 feet. He's like banging this into the green. Then you get into a playoff, 4-hole playoff. Can you take us through that?
Well, the good thing about that was they didn't give Constantino time to get his emotions right. He signed his card, and we went straight to the first tee. So it was a big advantage for me because he's still flying high, making that putt and everything. And I think he wasn't ready to play that playoff yet.
Yeah, it was interesting. So I think he makes, what does he make? Like a 7 on...
Well,
he makes a 7 on 17. So 4 playoff holes, 1, 2, 17, 18. Does that sound right?
He 3-putted 1. I go 1 up, then I birdied 2. I'm 2 up, and then he got in the road hole on 17.
And then adios.
Yeah.
So you walk down the 18th hole, John Daly from Arkansas. What does that feel like?
It's the best, especially with the. I think the fans are the greatest over here. I mean, the fans are so great here. Through all these years I've been playing, I mean, these last 2 days, I mean, just the people saying, "Come on, Johnny boy, come on, Johnny boy, let's go." I'm 13 fucking over par. Let's go, Johnny boy, come on, let's do it. But I love y'all. Y'all are great fans, and everywhere I've gone, the people have just been great in my life.
You have been a totally amazing global ambassador for golf, John. It is absolutely fantastic to have you here. You are most welcome. You are the Open champion. Ladies and gentlemen, John Daly.
Thank you, brother. Let's hear some music. Hell, huh?
Music starts.
The Beatles. It's just something else I set, another record. I don't know. I mean, I think in 91 and 04, I would have helped our team. 04 was probably my best consistent year. It's kind of like Brian's having this year. I was number 1 in putting, and I won Torrey Pines, got beaten playoff by Tiger, and VJ had a lot of seconds. That was a year that I think Tom Lehman was the captain. Looks at me and says, "Play good at the PGA." And it was one of those PGAs, a great golf course, but I played a couple. I just never played good. But oh hell yeah, I'd have loved it, but probably never get in the Hall of Fame either. So
Shit happens.
shit happens.